Welcome to weekly view on markets. Nifty lost around 1% during this week. Broader market also lost around 1.5%. Broader markets underperformed during this week. Overall sentiment is subdued and trading volume was lower during this week. Charts indicate consolidation with negative sentiment. Lack of buying interest is making the markets to grind towards lower levels but very slowly. Trade deal with US could be the next trigger for the market. Few good quarterly results will lift the market sentiments. Q1 results so far are lackluster and did not inspire the markets. More results are expected in the coming weeks. Macroeconomic factors are in good shape and there may not be big correction, but upside is also seems to be limited till improvement in the earnings of the companies. We'll have to wait and watch for more results. Nifty closed at 25,149, lost around 311 points, that is 1.22%. Bank Nifty closed at 56,754. It lost around 277 points. Mid cap index lost around 1,035 points. That is a loss of 1.74%. It has closed at 58,642. Small cap index also lost around 269 points, that is 1.42%, and closed around 18,763. India VIX is at 11.81. It lost around 4.14%. There is no major movement in the markets. Let us look at different sectors. FMCG and private banks. These two sectors ended in the green. Remaining all sectors ended in red for the week. Information technology lost around 3.76%. TCS and Tata Elxsi announced their results. The results were not good. They were not up to the mark. So market was not enthused by these results. That is why we see big drop in information technology sector. Media lost around 3.26%. Consumer durable lost around 2.9%. Metal lost about 2.06%. Auto, oil and gas, manufacturing all lost around 2%. Infrastructure, PSU banks, healthcare, energy, commodities all lost around 1 to 1.5%. Realty sector and pharma lost around 1%. So remaining other sectors were just consolidating with minor losses. Now let us look at technical charts. This is the daily chart of Nifty index. Nifty index we can see as it has dropped during this week and closed at the support level. This live closed the support level. It has just closed at the support level. We will have to see next week whether it will pick up from here or it will correct some more. The next support level is at around 24,500 if Nifty drops. Otherwise, if Nifty picks up, it may try to go to the previous high level of around 26,600. This is a chart of Nifty mid cap index. Mid cap index is broadly trading in this range denoted by two support and resistance lines. So as long as it is within this band, it may consolidate within this level. And if we Look at Nifty chart. If it crosses 60,000, then there will be a big up and we will go to previous high of 60,750. This is the daily chart of Nifty small cap index. Small cap index also has dropped below this support level and it has taken resistance at around 19,200 level and it has come down to 18,763. And if it drops further, it has got a good support at 18,000 levels. If there are some few good results, then the sentiment may change and Nifty small cap index may pick up from these levels. This is the daily chart of Bank Nifty index. Bank Nifty index is trading above this major support line of 56,250. As long as it remains above this trend line, I have a positive view. There could be correction of 1 or 2 days, but the overall view on Bank Nifty remains positive. Now let us look at some of the macroeconomic fundamental parameters. Macroeconomic parameters of Indian economy and market fundamentals remains to be quite good. Only thing is Indian markets are trading at a little higher valuation. Otherwise, the macroeconomic fundamentals are good. RBI forex reserves is at 699 billion US dollars. It has come down by around 3.8 billion dollars during this week. Even then, it is a good foreign exchange reserves, which can take up some shocks in the economy. That shows that our economy is in sound condition. Foreign exchange rate is at 80.80 rupees per dollar. Dollar index is at 97.5. So the dollar index as well as the rupee is quite stable for past few weeks. A stable foreign exchange rate is good for Indian economy and also for the markets. Brent crude price is at $68.92 per barrel. A stable crude price is again good, and if it remains lower than $70 per barrel, it is good for our economy. Inflation will come down. That will give a room for RBI for more rate cuts. And when rate cut is there, stock market tends to go up. Lower rates always will be good for the stock markets. Gold rate is at 97,496 for 10 grams 24 carats. FIIs have sold 4,511 crore during this week, and domestic institutional investors, that is DII, have bought 5,091 crore in equity during this week. We have looked at the charts. They show somewhat consolidation pattern with negative bias, and consolidation and this kind of sluggishness in the market may continue till we get some positive trigger for the market. India US trade deal may be one of the trigger for the markets. If we close with a good favorable trade deal shortly, that will be very good. I think Indian negotiating team is in US. The trade deal is likely to be signed by next week. If that happens, it will be good for the markets and we'll see upside. And also some good quarterly one results also will be good trigger for the markets. TCS and Tata Elxsi have announced quarterly one results. These results were muted. There is no big growth in their earnings or in their revenue. So that is why market is subdued. even those stocks have dropped a little bit after the results. So under these circumstances, it is going to test the patience of investors. Investors and mutual fund investors should remain invested for better returns in the long run. I'm quite confident about Indian economy and also India growth story. There is much more upside in Indian markets, maybe in medium to long term, and lot of money to be made both for mutual fund investors and also for stock investors. So please be remain invested, be patient. That will reward. So this is all for this week. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can refer to your friends. You can ask your questions. We'll meet again next week. Thank you.